echoes of the forgotten that were promised safety. Decades later, they're still waiting in the quiet valleys of Arunachal Pradesh. A community exists in the shadow scene, yet denied. They are the Chakma people, refugees once, but Indian citizens by law. In the 1960s, they fled East Pakistan now. Bangladesh when the Kaptai Dam submerged their villages, and religious persecution rose like between 1964 and 1966. Nearly 15,000 Chakma and Hajong refugees arrived in India, seeking refuge, moved by their suffering. The government of India settled over 3,000 families in the Northeast Frontier Agency. Now, land was given, aid was promised, lives were meant to begin again. By 1972, the Indira Mujib Agreement recognized their right to citizenship. In 1996, the Supreme Court of India ruled in their favor. In 2004, almost 1,500 Chakma and Hajong youths were added to electoral rolls. But still Tadamos live without rights, residence certificates canceled, jobs denied, education out of reach, a future held hostage. They are treated as outsiders in the only home they've ever known. The Chakma people of both Arunachal Pradesh and Bangladesh crossed mountains whispered by ancient winds, carrying stories carved deep in their bones, of rivers, of homes, of a place called Bangladesh, now a memory fading beneath foreign skies. Denied the names they hold sacred, denied the rights that should be theirs, both here in Arunachal's cold shadows, where the state turns its back and withholds its promises, and across the border, where burning flames consume their kin, families torn by fire, by fear, by forgotten cries. They stand like shadows at the edge of belonging, invisible to those who decide their fate. But within their silence burns a fire, a song of ancestors who never bowed, of children born under the same stars, who dream of justice, of dignity, of home. They are not just echoes in a forgotten land. They're the pulse of a people who refuse to disappear, and in their fight, a promise rises that no border, no law, no silence can erase the soul of those who remember. And when the world turned away, a Messiah rose not cloaked in myth, but in truth. Suresh Chakma, director of the Rights and Risks Analysis Group, a voice forged in fire, walked the line between broken laws and broken lives, not just fighting for human rights, but for his own blood, his own people, a compass in the storm. His pen became a blade, and from the heart of the hills, a younger flame ignited. Rup Singh Chakma, born of struggle, made of resolve, stood tall as the president of the Arunachal Pradesh Chakma Students' Union, a beacon for the youth, a name whispered with hope in the classrooms, the camps, the corners of resistance. He does not speak for himself. He speaks for a nation within a nation, for every child who asks, where do I belong? For every denied its right, a voice will rise. For every burning home, a seed of hope takes root, and through the ashen shadows, they will reclaim the future. They were born to live. How long can the people wait for justice in their own homeland?